The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 7. The Philadelphia 76ers have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Pacers. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
And the winner tonight, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're watching Game 7 on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Mobley. Johnson is out there with Butler. And then it's Alex Caruso. And it's White in it to 1. And for the Pacers, Nikola Jokic is out there with Green. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2. You take a look at Philadelphia. Well, it took a monumental effort just to push this to a Game 7. Now, do they have enough left to win on the road against a very talented club?
That's a good question. I mean, at this point, I think the physical exhaustion may take a backseat to the mental exhaustion, especially with the energy of the crowd working against them. To advance, they're going to have to be more focused than they've ever been.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, to me, the infectiousness with which Draymond Green plays, it impacts everyone around him. I love that.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's White. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with Indiana's head coach. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
Allie, thank you.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Butler on the wing. There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Porter. Green against Johnson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's about trusting your timing and the feel you have as that shot clock is dwindling. SGA, yes, sir.
Johnson against Jokic. Now here's Johnson. Caruso, a screen on Jokic. Outside Johnson, over Jokic. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Green, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Jokic. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to review the game plan.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason. Nikola Jokic is second. Evan Mobley, third.
Those two have thrown their bodies on the glass during this postseason, showing how badly they want to give their teams any edge they can on the boards.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Mobley, a screen on Porter. And here's Butler outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, the pick-and-roll game of Jimmy Butler gets better every year. He has a better and better understanding of what to take advantage of.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Drops in the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket on the night.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Mobley, a screen on Porter. Butler against Porter. Now here's Butler. Guarded closely. Got it. Butler's got 5 now.
Well, there's a gritty nature to what Jimmy Butler does, just outworking people down low.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Jokic, and the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Here's Johnson. Blocked. Back to White. Here's the 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Jokic finds Caldwell Pope. Caruso against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Caruso against Caldwell Pope. Butler, a screen on Caldwell Pope. And here's Caruso outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Green. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
76ers on D. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Pass to Green. Jokic, the screen for 3. Caruso grabs the board. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 4-point game. White, the pass to Butler. Mobley on a screen. Let's go with a three. Butler, that one's good. Butler's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, there's certain places on the floor that Jimmy Butler will let it fly from three. Right there, he has a nice-looking jumper.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Jackson Davis is checked in for Philadelphia. Caruso finds Butler. Jackson Davis, a screen. Butler against Porter. Another shot. Butler can't get it to go.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Porter. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable close-range look.
White, the pass to Butler. Mobley, screen on Porter. And here's Butler outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Porter outside, rebounded by Butler.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Powell, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Porter. To the wing, right side. And here's Jokic outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. White looking it over. Jackson Davis with it. A kick out to White. Pass to Mobley. Back to White, 6 to shoot. Jackson Davis, a screen. From the top of the key. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson Davis has got his second basket of the game.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
And here's Jokic. Outside, Green. Good work defensively by Jackson Davis. The Sixers trailing. Now Butler. Give him 8. To the inside. It's deflected.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
And that one's good.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Caruso.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Porter.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Butler. Jackson Davis, a screen. Inside. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Jokic. Indiana leading by 4. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Jokic, the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Jackson Davis on him. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. 76ers trail by 6. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Jokic, no good. And the 76ers shooting around 32% to begin this game. Out to Mobley. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The first free throw is good. Indiana making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. So he hits both. Pacers leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Middleton. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Jokic with a screen on White. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from 11 feet. Now Philadelphia with it. Paul with it. No made baskets yet. Here's White. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
White with a screen on Powell. Pass to Butler. Mobley on a screen. 5 to shoot. Butler passes to Mobley. The putback. He can't get that one to fall. And so Jokic will bring it up for Indiana. They lead by 4. Green with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And that one's good. Green.
That's an example of the speed of Draymond Green. Leaks out in transition and makes the defense pay.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side White. Pass to Butler. Mobley on a screen. Stolen by Jokic. Now here's Middleton. No good with a layup. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Paul taking his time here. Butler, a screen on Powell. Paul passes to White. Shot clock at 6. And And it falls all over the rim and in. White's got his second basket.
You have to be dialed in from the mid-range. Derek White says, I can do that too, folks.
Powell finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. There's a screen. Pass to White. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Now Jokic. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. With the 7-footer. And Jokic finishes inside. Jokic has got 8.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana ahead. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
'76ers trail by 6. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Johnson passes to Caruso. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Mobley. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Okay, Evan Mobley, that's one way to pick up some loose change.
Middleton passes to Powell, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Here's Philadelphia, trailing by 4. Paul finds Mobley, back to Paul. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you'd think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now here's Powell. No points so far. Stolen by Mobley. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Ellis. Mobley with it, covered by Jokic. Mobley, no good. Well, Indiana shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And that one, good. And the Pacers lead by 4.
With how well he shoots it, you can forget Middleton is 6'7". That size and high release point helps him close in.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Mobley. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Powell, out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Paul. Pass to Ellis. Now here's Mobley, covered by Jokic. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
first one falls.
I think what Evan Mobley wants to do is win first and foremost. We know he's a defensive presence. His offensive game is starting to really develop. The future is bright.
He's off on the second.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Here's Middleton. Caruso grabs the board. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the 76ers. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Mobley, a screen on Powell. Caruso against Powell. Pass to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Mobley. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Mobley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Okay, Evan Mobley a big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the tray. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, is it fun to watch Chris Paul dissect the defense. This guy is such a shrewd passer.
Pass to Prince. Knocked away. Here's Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Mobley, a screen on Powell. Here's Ellis. Still without a bucket. Caldwell Pope with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Powell. The three is up. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
Powell can really shoot it from three. That's a great possession for this team.
Johnson a screen on Caldwell Pope to the paint. Middleton outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caruso outside. Inside. Here's Mobley. And that one's good. Now 4 for 10.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Middleton with a screen on Paul. Powell passes to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with it. Shoots over Mobley. Good D by Mobley.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Ellis passes to Caruso. Mobley, a screen on Prince. Caruso with it. Middleton covering. Mobley outside. Clock at 6. Here's Paul. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Pacers leading by 5. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Powell. Caruso grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Johnson. Pass to Caruso. Mobley, a screen on Powell. Caruso against Powell. Back to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. Johnson's got 5 points.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Indiana with some changes. Green's checked in for Middleton. Porter Jr. comes in for Prince. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Powell. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Philadelphia. Derek White comes in for Paul. Now here's Green. Jokic with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. Porter against White. Now here's Butler. Tightly guarded with the fadeaway. The shot that time not on target.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, it's been amazing to watch as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Jokic passes to Green. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. To the left wing. Now Jokic. He's got 10. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And the Joker, one of the most efficient mid-range shooters in basketball, seems like he just doesn't miss.
Butler taking his time here. Pass to Caruso. Here's Johnson.
Oh, get you some! Showing some power. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And he sinks the second. And here's Butler. Give him 8. Pass to White. The 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Green with a screen on White. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. Caruso, pass to White. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Outside for Butler. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson a screen on Porter. And here's Butler outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Caldwell Pope against White. Down low. Here's Porter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Porter's got 7 points.
Those points from Porter Jr., they were about heart, wanting it just a little more.
Butler, a screen on Caldwell Pope. White on the wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
The Pacers have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Caruso against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Philadelphia's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. White, the pass to Butler. Mobley, a screen on Porter. And here's Butler outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Indiana leading. Green finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Green. A minute 42 left in the first half. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White.
Well, the tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Butler. 11 points in the game. 1:19 left in the first half of this game. Here's White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
First one falls for him.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
Both shots good from the strike.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Nurkic, a screen on Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana again missing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Butler, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side, White. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 76ers trail by 5. Outside White. There's the screen by Johnson. 1 second left. Inside. White gets it to go. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Indiana Pacers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Game 7 couldn't get any more exciting, and true to form, it's a tight battle for the Philadelphia 76ers.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active, and they're playing with intensity.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking an earthling that question because I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel, pulling no punches, as usual. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Alex Caruso, Mobley out there with Johnson. Then it's Derek White, and it's Butler in at the three.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for is competitive toughness.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
Butler hits them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Porter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. Driving inside. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
White, the pass to Johnson. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. White hits them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Jokic. Outside, Green. Now Porter. Shot clock at 6. And here's Caldwell Pope. From downtown. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic powers it in.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Butler passes to Johnson. Here's White. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Caruso finds White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. Level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shoot 2.
That free throw no good. Good on the second one. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. 6-point lead. Inside. And stolen by Mobley. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. White on the wing. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
Shoot 2.
And he drops the first. White hits them both. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Green. Outside, Porter. And here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by White. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. White against Caldwell Pope. Outside White. Pass to Butler. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. White, good. White's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
Now here's Green. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. White on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Porter with the steal. To the middle. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, Draymond Green in the screen and roll as the roll man is a dangerous option because of his strength.
Butler against Porter. Butler passes to White. Down low. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter.
Willing to sacrifice his body. Porter Jr. on the attack draws the whistle.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Indiana?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
First one falls for him. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
76ers trail by 6. Caruso with it. Yet to see a basket. Butler, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Outside White. Puts up a three. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Green against Johnson. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. Shoots over Caruso. And Indiana misses again. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Mobley on a screen. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler with a steal. Caruso against Porter. Outside for Butler. Inside. Here's Mobley. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Jokic passes to Porter. Misses in close.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Caruso finds White. For the lead. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Caruso outside. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Out to the wing. Now Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by White. Now here's Porter. Over Johnson. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Porter's gotten 4 this quarter. 76ers trail by 3. Outside White. Mobley on a screen. Butler passes to Mobley. Indiana with a rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Chris Middleton comes in for Michael Porter, and Norman Powell subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Jackson Davis is checked in for Philadelphia. Chris Paul comes in for Caruso. And the second free throw is good. And it's Paul with the ball for Philadelphia, trailing by 4. Pass to White. Clock at 6. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. White's got 17 now, just in the second half. Powell outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Green. Here's Jokic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Jokic with a screen on White. To the paint. Stolen by Mobley. Throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. For 3, Powell. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Mobley's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's Jackson Davis. He has 6. Butler finds Mobley. Outside White. the lead. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jokic. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Outside White. Powell against Paul. They now take the lead. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. And here's Nurkic for 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Paul. Pass to White. Jackson Davis a screen. Outside for Butler. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Indiana trailing here. Middleton passes to Nurkic. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Green. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Butler on the wing. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Pass to White. Mobley on a screen. White against Middleton. And Middleton with the block.
And even though Middleton doesn't pile up blocks, he has the length to disrupt shooters, and he did right there.
The 76ers making a switch here. Green is checked in. Indiana has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Paul. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Outside Paul. Green, a screen from behind the arc. Paul, shot is off. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Powell passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to White. Good, and Butler gets the assist. White's got 30.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And here's Middleton. Takes the 3. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot, Middleton deposits another J.
Paul passes to White. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Powell passes to Nurkic. Misses the baby hook. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. They've got Chris Middleton, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Jokic in at the four slot. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now here's Jokic. That's easy work for Jokic.
This is why Jokic is an all-star caliber talent. He has an ability to hit hard, contested shots.
Out to the right wing. The kick out to Johnson. Mobley outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Indiana has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Powell passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Middleton. There's the triple. Hauled in by Paul. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Chris Paul is such a natural facilitator. His ability to read angles and deliver the ball on time and on target is special.
Now here's Powell to the middle. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Jokic. No luck on that one. Good D by Mobley. Paul against Caldwell Pope. Jackson Davis a screen beyond the arc. And it's Paul with the three. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
You've always got to be mindful of Chris Paul beyond the arc. He's built a career being consistent.
Batum finds Powell. Here's Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Paul. From deep, Mobley. Indiana with a rebound. Stolen by Mobley. Outside Johnson. Just a little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now here's Mobley. Paul with it. Powell covers. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Paul can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
First free throw is good. Indiana making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Good on both. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Caldwell Pope against Paul. Mobley passes to Paul. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Knocks it down from distance. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Powell outside. And there's the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Chris Paul.
This guy is electric off the bounce. Norman Powell doing work off the dribble drive. Yeah, I'll take that contact.
he can't get the first one.
What you love about Norman Powell historically is he knows his role is professional scorer.
And he's good on the second. And it's Paul with the ball for Philadelphia. It's a one-point game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Paul, shot is off. Indiana trailing here. Here's Jokic. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Paul passes to Mobley. Outside Paul. Jackson Davis, a screen. The baseline J. Batum pulls it in. Indiana's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Jokic. Powell outside, launches a three, and the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game, and Indiana with some changes. Green's checked in for Batum, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Powell. The 76ers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his 3rd foul of the game. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Johnson. Butler with the ball. Johnson a screen on Porter. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, perfect execution in the pick and roll. Butler always the guy who's going to draw attention, and he makes the unselfish play.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Green. And here's Jokic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
With his skill set, Jokic draws a lot of fouls. Defenders have to watch out for the pass or the shot. It's a constant guessing game.
Free throw drops for Jokic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Butler passes to White. Three-pointer. Here's Mobley. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Mobley's got 4 points in the quarter.
We know unequivocally Evan Mobley has length. He's got timing. This guy eats up rebounds.
Here's Porter. That shot missing. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Philadelphia leading by 3. Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Pass to Johnson. Mobley, a screen on Green. Launches it from deep. Caruso misses.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ballgame.
Caldwell Pope finds Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Caruso, screen on Porter. Butler passes to White. The 3-ball. Here's Johnson. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter to tie it up. It's hauled in by White. The 76ers have gone 7 of 14 here in the 4th from the floor. Caldwell Pope against Caruso. From the arc. Pure from 3-point range. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Green for 3. Green able to hit from 3.
There is something special about the competitive spirit of Draymond Green. You make a 3, I'm coming right back with one of my own.
Got a piece of it. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Paul will bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 1. Pass to Butler. White with it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The officials were right on top of that one.
No good on that one.
Man, you gotta love his mentality in the second half. Attack, 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 and get to the free throw line.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And he sinks the second.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Outside, Green. Pass to Jokic to take the lead. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Johnson. Right side, Butler. Tries it from 19. The Pacers pull it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now. Green, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Green. Now here's Powell. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. And it's a tie ball game.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
Outside Paul. And there's the screen. Pass to White. Jacks up a 3. Pacers with a rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Jokic. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Powell against Paul. From outside the arc. Drills it from deep. Paul's got 9 points now in the quarter.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Indiana. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic the screen. Inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Morphing from second-round pick to superstar. Jokic comes up big for this team night after night.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White to the paint to take the lead. Count it, and the foul. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And after getting smoked earlier in this game, they battled back to take the lead.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Contavious Caldwell Pope.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
Paul hits them both.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Mobley. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Against Butler. Over Powell. Butler, so crafty around the rim.
Oh, Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
Pass to Jokic. Goes back up. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. So it's Philadelphia now. Double team on Butler. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Norman Powell.
Well, this to me is the problem with defending Butler. He typically takes it so strong, it's hard not to bite on that pump fake.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Butler hits them both. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Down low. Here's Green. Yes!
Well, Draymond Green in a big spot delivers with nice calmness. Go ahead, Draymond.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Mobley passes to Butler. Johnson a screen on Powell. Here's Butler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
If you want to check Jimmy Butler, you better be ready to compete. This guy is always playing hard.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to one. Butler hits them both.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. 17 seconds left in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Butler covering. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Shoots over Mobley. Yes! And so the Indiana Pacers win the series and will be moving on. And it took 7 games, but with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on to the conference finals.
A thrilling, hard-fought series, and they definitely deserve to be moving on after the hard work they put into winning it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, thanks, BA. Nikola, huge scoring output for you. How would you describe the night you had?
It was good. I think I scored a lot in the first quarter. The shot was going in. I was shooting a little bit more, so my teammates were finding me, and coach was driving play for me. So it was a good night for me.
I know you like to pass, but your team needs you to score early, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.